welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite summer products. So these are all the products that I find myself reaching for more often during the summer months, and I just thought it'd be fun to share it with you guys. I was kind of looking for some bright, fun lipsticks the other day, and I was like, you know, I usually only pull for these in the summertime, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to talk to you guys about some of my summer favorite products. So if you guys want to see more, keep on watching. Real quick before we get into it, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoy this video, and I do hope you choose to subscribe while you're here, but let's go ahead and get started now. Okay, so I do have both makeup products and I have some other like body care type products, but I want to start with the makeup this time because I usually go the other way around. So let's begin with the makeup. I am wearing quite a bit of the items that I have to show you. So let's start with the lip color that I'm wearing because I know you guys are going to ask. So like I mentioned, in the summertime, I do tend to reach for some more bold colors like what I'm wearing right now, which is a really nice kind of fuchsia pink color. And this is from MAC. This is called Girl About Town. I have had this for so long, you guys. I probably do need to get a new one soon. I've had it about 2 years now. But I love this color. As you can see, I'm wearing it right now as well. But it does have a little bit of a glossy finish. It's not totally matte. I think it's, yeah, it's the amplified formula. So it's really, really rich and creamy. It's not super long wearing, but it's such a fun color for the summertime. I love wearing this color. Normally when I wear this, I do pair it with a very neutral eye look so that I'm a lot more like neutral and then a pop of color on the lips. But today I do have glitter on my eye as well. I was trying out a new glitter top coat from Cover FX, and that is why I have glitter on as well. So normally I would go a little bit more neutral with the rest of my makeup when wearing this, but I just love wearing this color in the summertime. Another shade that I reach for more often in the summer, this one again is from MAC. I kind of went through my MAC lipsticks because I have just about every shade in there. So this one here is called Have Your Cake. It's, again, a very bright color, more purpley. I usually only pull this out in the summertime because it's just a summer color in my opinion, but I love wearing it in the summertime. I think it's so fun. Again, usually when I wear these bolder summer colors, I like to wear them with very neutral makeup, maybe like a little bronzy and glowy, and then just like a bright lip and neutral eye look. Okay, and then one more color from MAC to show you guys. This again, this is a little bit more bold, but it's I feel like a little bit easier to pull off if you don't like the super bold lip. This one is called Steady Going, and it's just kind of a bold pink color. Pinks I think are always in the summertime. I think it's just an easy summer kind of color, especially like on my skin tone with my blonde hair, blue eyes. It's like pink lips. It just goes. So yeah, this is another one that I love to reach for in the summertime. And then the other shade that I find myself wearing all the time in the summer is Corals. Again, pretty much anything that's bright and bold. This one here is from Estee Lauder. There's a swatch of this one. Look at that color. It's so gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this. This is pretty new to me. I actually just got it from Octoly not too long ago. It is called Sly Wink is the name of the shade. But just look how pretty it is. It's like the perfect kind of muted coral. So if you don't like super bold, this might be more in line with what you like to wear. It's very creamy, very easy to put on, just like glides on. And then I also have another coral shade. This one is from Givenchy, but this is like a brighter, bolder coral. So if you like to go with a brighter coral, oh my gosh, this one is amazing. Again, I didn't get this too long ago. I got this in PR as well, and I have been wearing it non-stop because I just love it so much. And this shade is called Coral Backstage. But yeah, I'll try to link everything down below for you guys as always, but that shade I've just been obsessed with. I've been wearing this one so much recently. One more lip product that I wanted to mention, and not just specifically this one, but lip gloss in general. I do tend to wear more gloss in the summertime because I like to just throw a gloss in my purse and use it for touch-up. This particular one I think is one of my favorite summer shades because it's a bright coral shade, and this is from Anastasia. So that is the swatch right there. It's like a bright pink coral. It's called Candy is the name of that shade. But the Anastasia glosses are my favorite formula because as you can see, they are super pigmented. Like you do not need to layer it over the top of a lip product, like a lipstick or something. It can be worn on its own. It's fairly long wearing for a lip gloss. I mean, it is still a lip gloss, so it's not like a liquid lipstick that lasts all day. You still do have to touch it up if you're gonna be eating or something, but it actually does last pretty well, and it does even leave behind behind a tiny bit of a stain when it wears away, but it wears away in a beautiful way. So that's why I like these so very much. But yeah, that shade there is called Candy. I pretty much reach for all my glosses more though in the summertime, not just this shade, but yeah, I love glossy lips in the summer. Okay, so moving on from lip products, I do have some other products that I use in the summer more often, and one of them is this bronzer from Becca. So this is called the Sunlit Bronzer. It's in the shade Capri Coast. There are a lot of different shades in this line, but Capri Coast is the one that I own and love. This bronzer, the reason I like to wear this more in the summertime is because it has just the slightest glow to it. It just makes your skin look young and healthy and glowy. There's a swatch of it. It's not glittery by any means. Like, I don't like glittery bronzers, but or even really too much shimmer in a bronzer. But this has just like the perfect amount of just a little bit of a glow to it. And it just looks so stunning on the skin, you know, in the summertime especially. Okay, and next I have a couple highlighters to mention. This one here is the one that I am wearing today. If you can't tell, I've got a lot more intense highlight than I usually wear, but this is from Becca, of course, and this is the Champagne Pop. So this highlighter I reach for more in the summertime because it works better on my skin tone in the summertime. It's not that it's too dark for my skin, but it just looks a little bit better on my skin when I have a little bit of a tan. It has kind of a peachy golden undertone to it. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with this highlight. And as you can see, it is a more intense highlighter. So if you don't like an intense highlighter, it's not going to be for you. But I just love wearing this in the summertime. I just think it looks really stunning on like sun-kissed looks. So I'll usually go with a really bronzy look and then apply this highlight, and I absolutely love it. All right, and then the other highlighter that I tend to reach for more in the summer is the NARS Albatross highlighter. This one just does not work for me in the winter time. It's not that it's dark on me at all. In fact, it's a pretty light highlighter, but it's a very yellow undertone. So it just tends to look nicer on my skin when I have a golden undertone. And I'm usually more neutral. So for this to work on me, it works better when I have a little bit of a golden tan, or if I like really bronze up my face, and then it looks really stunning. So I do really love this one, but I feel like I only reach for it in the summertime. Okay, so the next product is another one that I'm wearing today, and this is a blush from Hourglass. This one is fairly new to my collection. It's in the shade Luminous Flush. This is such a pretty pink coral. You can kind of see it on. It's a really pretty pink coral shade, and as with most of these blushes from Hourglass, it does give just the slightest luminosity to it. It's not like glittery by any means. It's just a very luminous, glowy, kind of youthful look, and I love the formula of these, you guys. They are one of my absolute favorite formulas for blush. Definitely worth the price if you wanted to invest in them. I think it's totally worth it. But yeah, this one is definitely one of my go-tos for summer. I do have a couple more makeup products before we jump into like the skincare type stuff. So next is a primer. So this is from Makeup Forever. This is the mattifying primer. I only reach for this in the summer just because of my skin type. I do tend to be drier in the winter and more oily in the summer, so this is something I tend to need more often in the summer, especially if you're gonna be like out in the sun and you know you're going to get, you know, really sweaty. It's good to have like a mattifying primer underneath to keep your makeup from basically melting off your face. I like to use it pretty much just in my T-zone because this is very mattifying. So if you have any dryness on your face, it will stick to the dryness. So only use it if you really feel like your skin is very oily or you really need it. But yeah, like I said, I just apply it in the T-zone, especially on my nose. If you have a problem in the summer with your nose or your foundation just melting off your nose, try this primer. And even if you only apply it on your nose just to keep your makeup on, you'll be really amazed what it can do. But yeah, I definitely reach for this every summer. This is in my drawer of my everyday makeup drawer because I use it pretty much nonstop in the summer. Okay, and then the last makeup item that lives in my everyday makeup drawer in the summer, this has already been in my drawer for like probably 2 months. This is from Marc Jacobs and it's the Dewdrops. I don't really like liquid highlighters usually. I think I only own 2 now. I decluttered every other one that I had either gotten in PR or purchased my own. But this one I love. And what I like to do with this one, sometimes I'll wear it on my face, but the majority of the time that I'm wearing this, it is as like a body highlight. I love using it to highlight on my shoulders or my décolleté. It's just such a gorgeous, gorgeous highlighter. Now I put a lot on, like a little bit goes a long way with this. You do not need too much because as you can see, it is quite intense. You can even mix it into your foundation. You could do so many different things with this, but I just love how easy it blends in, and I love that really golden, glowy, it's just so stunning. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this for summer. It's one of my must-haves. Okay, so moving on from the makeup, we're gonna move into kind of miscellaneous. The next thing, this is from Josie Moran. I am obsessed with this facial spray. This is her Nirvana Hydrating Spray. There's several things that I like about this, but the reason I love it so much in the summer is because it is a very hydrating, just mist, facial mist, and it feels so good. So oftentimes on hot days in the summertime, I'll just come into my room and spray this. Like, I just love it. When I used to work at Sephora, it would get so hot in there, especially with our smocks on that they don't breathe. Those smocks do not breathe at all. So you would be constantly just feeling like you were melting in there. So I would go over multiple times a day and just spray this on my face, and it just felt like, you know, when it's like a really hot day and you open the fridge and just stick your face inside, it kind of gives you that same feeling of like, ooh, just cool down for a second. So I love it. I also love the fact that the sprayer is like a very gentle mist on it instead of being too heavy of a spray. I'll show you guys. It's got such a nice fine mist. Hopefully you can see that, but it just, I love it so much. It feels so good, and it's never too heavy. You don't ever have like a spot where you're like, oh, that one spot got too much. And it works great under makeup, over makeup, any time of day. I love this, really, really love this. All right, the next thing that I wanted to mention, this is from First Aid Beauty. This is a mattifying gel. So it's kind of like a moisturizer, but it keeps you matte throughout the day. I've gone through a couple of these. This is pretty much my go-to summer moisturizer for daytime. It helps to hydrate, but it also removes excess oils and minimizes the appearance of pores, and it just keeps you matte. So I really love this because in the summer, like I've said, I do get more oily, and I do feel like, you know, a couple hours into my day, my face just looks super shiny, and I notice a big difference when I use this underneath my makeup. It definitely helps to control that oil production. So if you're very oily in the summertime especially, I highly recommend trying this. All right, next up, I actually have some skincare to talk about. This one here is from Jergens. I've actually mentioned this on my channel quite a few times before, so some of you won't be surprised to see it, but it's been a while since I mentioned it. So I thought I would mention it because I definitely use this so much in the summertime. This is their Wet Skin Moisturizer. I don't use it as like what it's promoted to use it for though, because they do, you know, say that it's an in-shower moisturizer where you apply it while your body is wet. I don't usually do that. I'll do that sometimes with it, but what I like to use it for is my actual like shaving cream. So when I shave my legs, instead of using a shaving cream, I use this. It just does a better job. I get I'm very prone to razor burn, and I just have very, very sensitive legs. So when I'm shaving, it has to glide better, and I just feel like this does a better job than like a traditional shaving cream. So if you have that same problem, I definitely recommend trying this to see if it will work for you. So yeah, I actually got this through Octoly, but I've repurchased it so many times on my own. Like, it's all that I use to shave my legs now, so I highly recommend that. All right, another one that probably won't surprise you because I do talk about this particular item all the time. This is the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. We actually just got one of these in like a travel size in our BoxyCharm, and I was so excited because this is my favorite summer moisturizer. I will not go to the pool or the beach or really anywhere where my legs are showing without this on my legs because it just gives this such a beautiful glowy look to your legs. It smells amazing. If you haven't smelled it before, you should definitely give it a smell because I think some people don't actually like this scent, but I love it. I think it smells so good. It's vanilla pistachio. I love the way it smells, and it does linger on your skin, that scent. So you will smell like that all day, and it just smells like tropical and beautiful and girly. I love that. And then it does, like I said, give a little bit of a glow to the skin. Now, it's not like glitter, but when you first apply it, you won't see the shimmer at all. but when you're out in the sun, the way the sun like reflects on your legs, you can kind of see the shimmer, and it just makes your legs look perfected and gorgeous and hydrated and beautiful. There's something I cannot describe about it, but I highly recommend trying this out. You can get like travel size versions. I recently saw that they were doing like the 100 point perks for this again. I love when they do that, and I always get them when they have it because it is such a great product. So I highly recommend this. All right, you guys, I know this is a long one, but I have one more thing to share with you. The last thing I wanted to share is my signature fragrance for summer this year. This is actually really new to me. I did just recently receive this from Oscar de la Renta to try out and share with you guys. This is the Bella Blanca. Now, I really loved the packaging on this. That's what kind of caught my eye at first. I think it's beautiful. It's got, let me give you a close-up. It's reflective, so I don't know how well it'll focus. The white part of this is all different flowers, and then you've got this beautiful gold lid and, you know, label here. It's just stunning. It's nice and heavy. So the packaging definitely got me, but when I smelled this, I was like, oh my gosh, I am not wearing any other fragrance this summer. I am obsessed with this. It's the perfect summer fragrance. It's light and fresh and sweet and girly, and I don't know how to describe it. It's just gorgeous. And honestly, it's not something that I normally go to, like, lean towards. Most of my fragrances, if you guys have seen my perfume collection, are like warmer scents. I like heavier, muskier scents typically, like Flower Bomb and Black Opium, you know, Miu Miu. Those are kind of my go-to, but this is gorgeous. Like, I'm so obsessed. I can't even describe how obsessed I am with this. It's so good, you guys. So I'm gonna be wearing this all summer long. It's definitely like a daytime or summer light kind of fragrance, but it's so beautiful. So definitely give this a try. If you can get a sample of it or something to try it out, definitely recommend it. But those are all the products that are like my go-to products for summer. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'd love to hear what are your go-to items for the summer, so let me know in the comments that as well. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.